Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Drew's Food Reviews. And today, I've got another episode of Classic Candy Corner. And I was looking in the store for some of the classic candies to try, and I know that this is one that I remember getting when I was little. And if I didn't get them from like the gas station or the 7-Eleven, I would get these from probably, sometimes I think the ice cream man would have them. When he came around, he'd have, ice cream, and he'd also have like little candies. He'd usually have like Now and Laters, Pixie Sticks, Sweet Tarts, some of the other candy bars like, Snickers and Hershey bars and stuff like that. And I kind of remember these. I don't think I got these a lot as a kid, but I did get them occasionally, and I think it's because they were kind of big. And when you're a little kid, a big candy bar is a big deal, and you have all this candy, and your parents don't want you to have a big old candy bar and be bouncing off the walls. And if you ate one of these when you were a little kid, you probably would. You'd probably be like, hyper all day. And actually I found two flavors. I think there's another one, but I wasn't able to find the other one. And these are, if you remember, Charleston Chews. And this one is chocolate, and this one is strawberry. I think there was a vanilla one, but I haven't found it. These are the only two I found. And this one is for the whole bar, 230 and 230. So yeah, these are 230. It's a pretty good sized bar, especially for a little kid. And if I remember right, it says try it frozen, and I think it's just like a nougat or some kind of like a kind of chewy caramel in the middle. And that kind of reminded me of they had a thing called a marathon bar, and it was like a little like figure eight, like wavy things, and it was just like looked kind of like a pretzel, and it was a caramel, I believe, and I think that's what this is going to be. And I don't remember my friends, getting this. We were more about like the Hershey bars and the peanut butter cups and the real simple candy. This was kind of like, the exotic candy. It was the big, like when you watched one of my favorite movies, of course, since I'm doing this, was Willy Wonka. It kind of reminds me of the scene where Charlie found the chocolate bar. He found the money in the street, and he went in to go buy a chocolate bar, and they wanted to ask him, what kind of chocolate bar did you want? And so whatever's the biggest, and they gave him the Scrumdiddlyumptious bar, and it was like a real big bar, kind of like this. He like opened it up and ate like half of it in about a minute. And the guy told him, you're gonna get sick if you eat it too quick. And if you ate one of these all at once, I think you probably would get a little sick. So maybe that's why I didn't eat it. And I don't even remember trying the strawberry ones. Maybe they didn't have the strawberry ones back then. Maybe they only had this one, but I don't remember too much about it. But I'm gonna kind of go back and reminisce over it. Go ahead and open this one up and see what it looks like. Open it a little bit at once. Or if I was like Charlie, I'll tear it open and rip it open and break the bar open. Yeah, okay, there we go, yeah. Now this one. Okay, it's kind of like a nougat in the middle. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like a nougat-y, like a real... Okay, guys. I don't remember. Yeah. Real tough, real chewy. This is kind of like a taffy. Yeah, real tough, real chewy. It's a nougat, but it's like very chewy nougat. And it's got that little chocolate on the outside. It's almost like a saltwater taffy, sort of consistency with the chocolate on it top. So yeah, yeah. Okay, and now I remember why I didn't get them too often, because the middle is so tough and chewy. Reminds me of the Laffy Taffy. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the strawberry one, just to be fair. Like I said, I don't remember strawberry, but it was going to be like the other one, kind of like a chewy taffy. And it actually said to try it frozen, so I think I remember freezing it, and then you just snap it and break it. But then it's like hard as a rock to chew it, and you got to put it in your mouth for like 10 minutes and let it melt. So there's really not any way to eat these other than pulling that out. I'm making a mess. I'm getting chocolate everywhere. And okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's... Ooh, I like the strawberry. Pretty good. Strawberry nougat in the middle. I like that better than the chocolate. It's chocolate covered strawberry. Yeah. But now I remember why I didn't get them. Very chewy. Very tough. Chocolate's good. But then you gotta deal with this chewing of the middle. But yeah, it's not too bad. I don't think we had this at Halloween time. Like I said, I think chewing here. I think I got this from the ice cream man. And I don't know if you guys grew up with a ice cream truck that went around your neighborhood. It was the old Eddie Murphy routine about the ice cream man is coming, the ice cream man is coming. Throw down some money. Throw the money down and then go chasing the ice cream man. And the ice cream man always went an extra block to make you chase it. And it was kind of the similar thing. When we heard the siren, the little song playing, the ding 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 ding, whatever it was, and kids would go running out into the street and jumping up and down, I want ice cream, I want ice cream. And the mom had to go get, let me find my purse, let me find my purse. Go out there and meet the ice cream man in the street, and sometimes I'd get like a push-up or the bomb pop, I think it was called the missile or bomb pop or cherry bomb pop or whatever it was, or the ever classic twin pops, the popsicles with the 2 sticks. Never wanted to share with your brother or your sister. You wanted to have it all for yourself. And your parents always said, you guys gotta share, you gotta share. But I never liked that. And then also, if you remember, probably I remember this a little bit from my childhood, was Tupperware. For those of you that remember Tupperware would have they'd have the little pitchers, the plastic pitchers. They had the little lid, push down on the lid, and usually put orange juice or Kool-Aid that we were fond of, and you'd put, like this much of the powder, and then you'd put like, a gallon of sugar in there because you liked it sweet. And then what you do is they had the little kits in there, and you'd put popsicles, and they had like they were little plastic containers, and they had like the little ring on the top, and you put the Kool-Aid in there, and you put the lid on with the little ring, and then you put it in the freezer, and then you had a popsicle on that little plastic pacifier looking thing. That was our ice cream from the ice cream man, because all the popsicles and everything from the ice cream man were always a little bit expensive, and Kool-Aid was cheap, easy to make. Or they'd get if you were really, your mom was really nice, she'd get you the Otter Pops in the little plastic. You freeze them, and then you push them up, and then when you'd get them, the edges of that plastic would be all kind of sharp, and then you put it in, cut your mouth up. And we were kids, we didn't know any better, and they didn't have all the fancy containers and stuff they had, and so kids were kids, and we did all that crazy stuff, and including trying to eat a whole thing of these, and then you'd jump around the house, and your mom would always tell you, go outside and play. She didn't want you to jump around the house after you ate a big candy bar and sugars, and all the kids would be jumping around and saying, I'm bored, I want to do something. And go outside and play. So you go outside and play. You play with your friends. You play in the street. And boy, if you were like me, when we would go outside and we played things like, hide and go seek. We'd play, what is it, tag, freeze tag, Red Rover, all those kind of, games where we'd play hopscotch, ride our big wheels up and down the street, and we'd be out there, playing around after we had a chocolate bar or whatever. And then when it started getting dark and the street lights came on, you knew you were in trouble, because the street lights were on. It was time to go home for dinner. And your parents, when it got time for dinner, usually mom would get out there and they'd open the door. And if you guys were like me, you knew what was coming. When they called your full entire name, first, middle, and last, you knew it was time to get your butt home, or else you'd get a whooping. And back in the days when they still gave whoopings, if they called your whole name, said, get your butt in here, better get inside real quick. And also when the street lights came on, that fun time was over, it's time to go home. That was just kind of the party life of us after we'd been running around and working off the chocolate bar. Time to go home and have dinner. And they always told you, don't eat a chocolate bar before dinner, it'll spoil your dinner. But I never listened. Always sneak a chocolate bar or a candy or something somewhere here and there. I'd gotta have a stash. Either sweet tarts or something like that. So just kind of what I remember. But the Charleston Chew is definitely very chewy, and it is pretty big. I don't know why they name it Charleston Chew. Maybe that's where it originated. I don't really know, but it's taffy covered with chocolate. It's basically what it was. And so hope you guys enjoyed the little trip down the memory lane, and me talking about some of my memories from when I was little, and kind of sharing some of these chocolates with you. So if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell right over here. And if you have any suggestions for any classic candy that you'd like me to try, go ahead and leave them in a comment down below, and I'll see if I can find them and try them for you guys, and maybe I'll have a little story about it as well. who knows? I always had a lot of adventures when I was little. So, till next time on Drew's Food Reviews, this has been another edition of Classic Candy Corner. I'd like to thank you for dropping by and checking out the video. So, till next time, I'll talk to you guys later.